Hey guys, it is NCS Fan 001 here, welcoming you to another one of those weekly trophy list update videos. Today's date is Monday, August 10th, 2020. So this will have covered the week of the 3rd through the 9th. So I don't think this is going to be as long of a video as it was like the last 1 to 2 weeks. But there are a few things to talk about that are not just the couple of games I earned trophies in. First off, I just want to point out real quick, once again, play GTA 5 at least once every month so you can get your $1,000,000. I think I already got mine for August. I think it actually unlocked like the second I logged in on the first or second day of August. But I'm going to log in 1 or 2 more times this week just to make absolutely sure. I'm pretty sure I already got it though. And I guess I can see if they have anything that I want to buy or whatever. But, you need the money for a lot of stuff in the game, and it's much better to just log in for a few minutes every month than to actually pay for anything. But that's not so important. What's a little more important, well, Destiny 2 is going to be a lot further down, but I've been working on Destiny 2 a lot this past week, and I'm going to continue working on it. It's actually higher up on my priority list because the Triumph seal I'm going for is the Destinations one. I can't remember if it's called Destinations. It might be called like Wayfarer or something. But it's the one that requires you to complete 22 different triumphs, and they're mostly related to exploration and collecting. Currently, I am only missing the ones for the destinations for Curse of Osiris Warmind, and then destinations for Forsaken. This week, I had some massive luck with Curse of Osiris Warmind. Curse of Osiris is already done. I finished everything from that part of the DLC. Warmind, I'm still missing only 2 items, but I was missing like 6 at this time last week. So I made a lot of progress because I got all the stuff from the sleeper nodes. I got one of the Ikelos weapons on like my first or second try this week on Escalation Protocol, which is hilarious. I also have the Braytech Winterwolf, I think it's called, or something like that it's apparently really hard to get, and I got it with no problem somehow, so maybe that bodes well, or maybe it just means that the last 2 weapons are going to be off. Well, no, one of the weapons is the Sleeper Stimulant, which I'm on the last step of that quest. I just have to replay the final story quest of the DLC with an Ikelos weapon equipped, so that's easy. I'm not worried about that at all. I am worried about the other Ikelos weapon, which is the shotgun that's supposedly one of the better weapons in the game, at least it was at one point. And it drops randomly from the final boss of Escalation Protocol. Now, it wasn't dropping this past week because apparently they rotate, which is sort of what I was wondering about. So from what I've read online, this coming week and the week after, so the week of the 11th, because the resets are on Tuesday, so the week of the 11th and then the week of the 18th are both all weapons weeks, so weeks in which you can get any of the weapons. And then the week of the 25th is the next time where the shotgun is the exclusive special reward at the end. So I may not do very much, if any, Escalation Protocol this coming week. I might just focus on the Dreaming City and Forbidden Shore stuff, or Tangled Shore, I mean, this coming couple of weeks, just so I can wait until it's going to be hopefully a better chance of getting the shotgun. I mean, I'll finish up the thing to get the Sleeper Stimulant as well, because for those who don't know, Mars, Mercury, Io, and Titan, or no, I don't know about Io, but Mars, Mercury, Titan, and the Leviathan raid are all going away at the end of this current season, which is in about 3 months, early November of 2020. So if you want to go for anything that involves those planets, you need to go ahead and get it done now. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do about the Leviathan Raid trophy. They're going to have to change it. I assume it's going to become complete either raid on any difficulty, and then the other one will be complete either raid on heroic, or whatever prestige, whatever the higher difficulty is. I assume that's what they're going to have to do. And who knows, they might do some kind of other big game change that either like allows you to more easily obtain some of these weapons or trade for them or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know. They've changed these trophies around more than a lot of games have, so I don't know exactly what's going to happen. As for the Forsaken Destinations badge, I have 13 of the 25. Only one of them is from the Tangled Shore. It's one of the random weapons that just drops from random events and stuff, so gonna have to grind for that. Unfortunately, that's always kind of boring. I think it's one that they said is best gotten in like the EDZ or something, by like going back to the EDZ, but that might have been an older forum. And then the other 11 that I'm missing are all from the Dreaming City. And out of those, I'm assuming that I get most of those by playing the well, the blind well, or whatever it's called. That's my assumption. I'm not 100% sure on that. I know that I'm missing the secret victories emblem, which is apparently a real pain in the ass to get. Although it's been said you can do ascendant challenges, whatever those are. I don't even really know what those are because, I mean, I looked into it a little bit, but I can't even find the item you're supposed to need to access the rift. I assume it's because I never finished all the story missions or side missions or whatever for the whole Dreaming City area. That's probably what it was, but I'm not 100% sure. Whatever it is, though, I'm going to start working on that this coming week and probably put Mars on the back burner for this next week or two just so that Escalation Protocol can become something a little more favorable. So that's my current plan, though, and once I get those remaining items, because the Secret Victories thing is, or Secret, whatever it's called, is way easier to get just by doing all the Ascendant challenges. Like, you only have to complete them, you don't even have to do the time trials. Just completing all 6 of them gives it to you for free, so I'm not too terribly worried about what's left in the game. I got more than enough time to get these last couple items and more than enough rotations to get the last weapon from Escalation Protocol. So I'm not too worried about all that. So hopefully I will have that trophy done by the end of August. If not, I will certainly have it done by November. Now, there's also the Last Wish raid. I need to actually look up, you know, how to do it and then find a group to do it. Because I wouldn't mind having the game at 100% before the DLC releases in November. Now, along with that, this week I worked on Neon Junctions, a double platinum, and it's the only trophies I earned this week because I was really busy. You know, I had family come and visit, like I said, because it's coming up on my dad's big 60th birthday, so we're celebrating that, and just, you know, that was the main thing that was taking up a lot of time. So hopefully this coming week will be a lot more normal. Additionally, Destroy All Humans finally got here on Friday, so I will finally be able to stream that, and I would like to stream that a lot this coming week, so maybe starting on Tuesday, just try to stream it like every day. But as for actual trophies this week, I earned 2 platinums in the North American PS4 and Vita versions of Neon Junctions, a Ratalaika puzzle platforming game. Neon Junctions is pretty easy as long as you follow a guide. The platinum can be done in about an hour, so it's not the shortest Ratalaika game, but it's certainly not the longest or hardest by any means. It's very easy as long as you follow a guide. And a lot of the levels you can probably figure out really without a guide. Just some of the last few levels can be a little bit confusing. But to get the platinum, you're going to get a few trophies by completing all the levels in the game. There are 35 total. It's 34 true levels, and then the finale level, I think it's actually just marked as F on the level select menu. So 35 levels in the game, but like I said, you can do it in about an hour if you're following a guide, maybe a little bit longer, especially on your first time. You have to spend at least 3 minutes to complete one level, which is... I knew that a trophy was in... Of course, that one decided not to show up. The image didn't, even though I have the platinum, obviously. So the 3-minute trophy, you'll probably get this one naturally. If you don't think you're going to get it, just, you know, spend 3 minutes sitting there on a level toward the end of the game. You know, it's very easy. Finish a level in under 10 seconds. I think this is only possible on that finale level because it's just a straight sprint to the finish. I don't think it's actually possible on any other levels. So then you have to collect 99 cubes and complete a level with 49 cubes. These are both best done on one of the early levels of the game. It's around the 4th or 5th level. It's one where you're going to start up on a high platform, and you have to find your way down into the interior of it and then just delete a few more cubes. That's one of 2 levels. There's another one later where you have to sort of drop through 2 layers and then build yourself a bridge to the portal. That's the only other level, I think, where you could get both of these trophies. So do keep that in mind if you're going for the platinum. Those are the best levels to get it on. I mean, obviously, if you're buying this game, you're going for the platinum. Restore Electricity is an unmissable story-related trophy. You'll get it midway through the game. And then Die at any point is pretty self-explanatory. Just fall off of any platform somewhere and you'll get this trophy. You can get it as early as the first level. Nothing to worry about there. The Vita version is identical. Trophies are exactly identical. The only real difference is the Vita version is more laggy, and it's a little bit harder to, you know, get your cursor placed exactly over whichever block you want to touch. And there's 1 or 2 levels that do require some platforming where the controls are not going to be the best on any version of the game. But I mean, it's a pretty minor complaint. It's fine as a game. I mean, it's what you expect from Ratalaika. It was one of their slightly earlier games. But that's all 3 versions of it. I've already done the European PS4 version. Nothing really else to say about it. I mean, it's pretty simple. If you just follow a guide, you're going to get your platinum. I have no idea why I did that again, because I literally just did it a minute ago. So with that, level 76, 41%, 18,871 total trophies, 457 platinums, 2,658 golds, 4,955 silvers, 10,801 bronzes. So, plans for the upcoming week. So, I have a few different things I want to work on this week. I would like to stream Destroy All Humans a lot this week. In fact, I might even stream it like just about every day this week, except for when I do a challenge run on the weekend. Just probably I'll stream it during the day, so I mean you guys can just watch the VOD later on. I might stream it some at night too, but we'll have to see what happens. But I am very excited to start playing. I know it's rated as around a 4 out of 10 in difficulty to platinum, which is what I was expecting. It's probably around anywhere from 15 to 25 hours. I've heard that the final boss has really given a lot of people trouble. So we shall see about all that. That and a couple of the challenges, which I was expecting those to be the most difficult part of it, given the original Destroy All Humans from the PS2, I mean, or even from the PS4 port of the original. So I want to be working on that this week. Otherwise, I finished my SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom challenge run, and apparently, by the way, guys, that game just got like a major update that's supposed to make some stuff a little bit more functional, and hopefully, you know, reduce the risk of your save data getting corrupted, and it's supposed to fix a few other touchy parts of the game. It even supposedly drops the price of Mr. Krabs' spatulas, but I haven't, you know, bought any since that update to tell. So other than that, of course, you're probably wondering, where is Battlefield 3? Well, I have had the less than good luck with finding a co-op partner for it, because what happened was, the first partner I got, he was going to be good, he was going to be reliable, but he's from Australia. And that's around a 13-hour time difference. Therefore, it was not going to be working at all with our 2 different schedules. So we decided that we're going to find other people that are a little bit better suited for our particular schedules and time zones. So I found someone from the US and was starting to message them and starting to, you know, hopefully get boosting sessions set up. Because, I mean, remember, I'm going to be the one, I'm volunteering to pay for any of the server stuff just to rent a server, because I'm specifically requesting someone in my time zone or close to my time zone with 2 consoles and 2 copies of the game. So I think it's only fair that I'd be willing to pay for it. And it's not really like it's that expensive. I mean, I did the same thing for Battlefield 1 for 2 of the weapons, because there were 2 weapons I couldn't get myself through normal means. It was the naval cutlass I could not get myself, even though I think I could have if I had really wanted to put in the time and effort for it back in the day. It just wasn't really worth it. And then, of course, the Parabellum machine gun that required you to shoot down 2 planes. Though I actually did shoot 1 down, surprisingly, and I got all the other weapons legitimately. But that was when Battlefield 1 was much more populous, and this is Battlefield 3. You know, this game came out in like 2013, so it's not very heavily populated, especially in DLC maps and playlists, which is why you need to boost it. And you need 4 people to boost almost all of it. You need 6 for squad wipe. You might only need 5, actually, but you either need 5 or 6 for squad wipe. But my partner for that, he joins pretty quickly, and then, of course, I think he was just, one of the douchebag type of people that just takes up boosting spots. One of those people that would have screwed with you on some of the other games before their servers were shutting down, because he was not accepting friend requests, would not respond to any of my messages on PSN or on PSN profiles. So I had to reset the boosting session yet again to find someone else, because that's how life is going right now in that game. It's unfortunate. I mean, it's just more aggravating than it is anything, because I want to get this game done, man. I want to get the multiplayer stuff done. I mean, I still got some single-player stuff to do and some co-op stuff, and I know that some of the co-op stuff can be a little bit tricky, and even some of the campaign stuff can be tricky. Battlefield 3 was not a particularly easy platinum. It's one of the harder ones in the Battlefield series. I mean, it's definitely not to the level of Bad Company 1 and 2, but it's way up there. It's probably the 3rd hardest Battlefield game behind Battlefield Bad Company 1 and 2, because I think it's harder than 1943, even if 1943 is still doable, or 1942, whatever year that one was. It's obviously harder than Battlefields 1, 4, 5, and Hardline. So I am going to be glad to get it done with, and it's a big boost, but it's the last one. So the current plans for the rest of August are hopefully Battlefield 3 and, of course, Destiny 2 I'll continue working on. September will be the time to go back to Advanced Warfare and maybe GTA 5, at least for the regular Heist DLC. Don't know about the Doomsday Heist yet. I'll probably save that one for later. October, go back to Destiny 1 is the current plan because I want to start working on that now that it's going to be 5 years old. I think now would probably be a good time to get started on it, which really all I'm missing is the raid trophies. I'm missing all 4 raid trophies. I'm missing the strike trophy to do a strike with a full fire team of your clan members, which is easy. You just need to be in a clan for it. Same thing for the raid trophy, or one of the raid trophies, and there are people that'll gladly carry you through the raids these days. Plus, one of them, I think it's Crota, is real short now if you have a good team that knows how to do it. And then aside from that, I still need to find the dead ghosts, and I still need to fully level up subclasses for other groups. So I don't really think it's going to be all that bad. I think I'll be able to get through it with a good group that can carry me. Now, the DLCs I'm less sure about, especially because I don't even own Rise of Iron yet, because it's always so expensive. And it's never on sale either. Then in November, maybe start considering going back to Black Ops 3 and The Division, the original Division. December, head back to Infinite Warfare and Uncharted 4. And then in 2021, we will head back to things like COD World War II, Resident Evil 7, COD Classic, Far Cry 2, The Outer Worlds, Shadow of the Colossus, The Division 2, the random DLC trophies that are still obtainable in Uncharted 3, Borderlands 3's DLC, which it's got one more DLC coming. Outer Worlds is supposed to have 1 or 2 DLCs, but I don't know what's happened with that. It may not have come to fruition. It may not end up happening. I don't know. We'll see, though, because there's not many more games I'm buying this year, because I'll buy Cyberpunk at some point, and I'll buy Ghost of Tsushima at some point, and I'll rent The Last of Us 2 at some point. And then Far Cry 6 is in, February, I think? Yeah, Watch Dogs Legion, I kind of forgot about that one, because that one's kind of gone under the radar at this point. So, yeah, that's the current plan, but obviously always constantly subject to change, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know if there might be server closures announced, even though a majority of my multiplayer games and pretty much all of my non-Call of Duty multiplayer games are done, aside from Battlefield 3 and The Division, and that's pretty much about it, so I'm glad about that. Also, I started playing Paper Mario The Origami King on my Switch. It's pretty fun so far. I mean, it's no Thousand Year Door, it's no Paper Mario 64, which I still hope that both of those get a remaster someday, because they deserve it, or at the very least, just a port, like what they're doing with Pikmin 3, which that's going to be awesome, Pikmin 3 Deluxe Edition. Definitely excited for that, because I played that quite a bit on the Wii U, and will definitely be playing it again on the Switch. So, that is about it for this video, guys, and I'm sure I'll get maybe 1 or 2 easy platinums this week, just work through a little bit of my backlog at some point. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you this week for a hopefully more normal schedule, and I will hopefully be getting to stream quite a bit of Destroy All Humans. So, see you guys then.